It's a limited edition. And I want to just speak really quickly to the limited edition, because oftentimes when we speak to limited editions, because we're in over 90 million homes, sometimes our limited edition quantities can be 10,000, can be 20,000. In this case, it is truly limited. I believe we have less than 2,000 for the entire country. So this is literally a one-day only opportunity, and there's only one more show. That's tonight between 7 and 9 p.m. You will only have one other chance to grab this if it lasts. It is Tresor, the fragrance that you've known and loved, but with a twist, because this is the Tresor and Or. Yes. So it is brand new. I want you to feast your eyes on the bottle. I would order it sight unseen. You always have 30 days, and the reason why I say that is because you won't ever have an opportunity to buy it again after today. It's $22.50 on FlexPay with free shipping and handling. So let's give a little bit of the backstory on this, and I can't wait also to hear from you, Isabella. Where would you like to start, Kara?
Oh my gosh, well, you know what? I want to tell you what the experience is going to be like.
I want to smell it, because I haven't smelled it yet. I feel like I haven't.
We're all going to smell it, and I'm going to describe it to you, so at home you can at least imagine smelling it, because Tresor, this is where it all began for us. Isn't it exquisite?
It's so wonderful. But you know that at first I love Tresor. I was the model that started it. I wore it for 30 years. And then they said, we're doing a limited edition, we change it. You change it? Why you change it? You know what, my reaction was like, what? And then I tried it. I tried this and I tried it.
It's so beautiful.
I thought, you know what, it's nice, is that when you use the same perfume, you feel it at the beginning, but then it's your second skin. You don't feel it anymore. This one has a little twist, and I rediscovered it again. Why I fell in love with this perfume, why I liked it so much. Just because it's slightly different, I can still feel it on me.
So I feel like it has all of the elements that I've loved to begin with, but there's something, there's a little and it's subtle,
it's very
but
subtle.
It's so delicious, and it's so great for this time of year. A wonderful Mother's Day gift. Don't forget, Mother's Day is in 5 weeks, May 12th. Limited edition. You can only buy this today. Let's talk about the difference.
Let's talk about it, because you know, Tresor is a fragrance at Lancme that has endured decade after decade since Isabella launched it with us back in 1990.
90s, a classic. It really is a classic.
It is a classic.
It's iconic. It's timeless in scent. And you might be saying, wait a minute, I love my Tresor just like Isabella did, but don't change it on me. But let me tell you what this is all about, because Tresor Noir is every delectable note that you love in Tresor with a twist. And what we did is we added beautiful Turkish rose to the top. Now, Turkish rose is very bright, a very luminous rose scent. So it's it hugs you from the moment you experience the scent. Then with the peach and the apricot blossom that you already love, we didn't want to take that away from you. You know, that bright, juicy, sparkling peach and those white flowers of apricot blossom, we added a twist. And we added a twist of peony. So peony brings this lightness, this fluidity, this transparency to the scent. Then we add this beautiful, to the sandalwood and musk that you already love. We didn't want to change that because we know that Tresor becomes very sensual and very warm when you wear it. We added something called ambrette oil. And ambrette oil is actually a plant-based musk. It comes from a plant, and it's very addictive. So, you know, when you put Tresor Noir on, you're going to recognize the
it's almost
Tresor
like, you know,
love.
I don't know if you cook one dish that you always prepare and your family likes it, and then all of a sudden you just put a little bit of pepper or a lemon zest, and all of a sudden you rediscover the dish. You say, that's why I fell in love with it in the first place.
It is so magnificent.
It is, and you can smell the lightness of it, compare it to the original Tresor, and we do have the original Tresor. We're going to be offering that to you coming up. But this, I feel like, is a tinge more flirty. A little bit more light.
A little more fluid, a little more effervescent,
wonderful for spring. Wonderful for spring.
I was thinking the same. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it's a little more effervescent. And the bottle, can we talk about this bottle?
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Because what we've done is, of course, we had to continue to give you this beautiful, iconic Tresor bottle, that gorgeous inverted pyramid with the, you know, Tresor is the fragrance of true love with the eternity band around the neckline. But look what we did. we lacquered it in gold across the top. So it just illuminates and sparkles. The inspiration was the sunrise in Paris. And truly that golden sunrise, it's just magnificent.
I truly love it. This is the first time that I've had a chance to smell it and try it. And it's love at first smell. It's a really beautiful, it's a really pretty fragrance. I couldn't agree with Isabella more. I think it's so ideal and perfect for the season that we're in, because in spring, after a long winter, we have cabin fever, we want to get out, the air is light, we enjoy the sunshine. Buy this for yourself, but what a wonderful gift this will make. This time of year is such a busy time of year because we have graduations upon us.
Yes.
We have, of course, coming up in just a couple of weeks, we've got Passover on April 19th, and then there's Easter on the 21st of this month, and then in May, we've got Mother's Day, and then it's wedding season. So with brides and bridal showers and all sorts of wonderful occasions and I think walking into a room with a beautiful fragrance, it's also a part of your wardrobe and a layering piece, isn't it?
It's part of who you are.
Yes.
It's your identity.
Yes.
I always wear the same perfume because it becomes part of me.
Now,
I know that some people change it, but I like to wear the same.
And so you
or
said,
just a little change
little
like
twist.
this.
yes,
Right,
because you
right.
said that you've been wearing Tresor for 30 years until this.
I think if I change it, my children will say, "What? What's wrong with you, Mom?"
What are you doing?
It's me. It's my smell.
Yes.
So I want to share a tip,
Yes.
because I love that you love to what you've been wearing, and you've been so embodied. Tresor embodies you, and you've been wearing it for 30 years. But if you don't have a favorite fragrance right now, if you're not like Isabella and have the fragrance that you love every single day, I'm going to encourage you to try this, because I want to remind you that fragrance is so closely related to memories. And as Marlo mentioned, there are so many occasions coming up. We have beautiful celebratory holidays coming up. We've got graduations, we've got Mother's Day, we have weddings. And have you ever smelled something and it takes you back? It takes you back to that moment in time,
perfume
right?
is only emotional.
And that's
Totally
why
emotional.
I recommend you find a new fragrance for an occasion that's coming up. Because you wear that fragrance for the first time in that moment, and then when the hubbub is gone, maybe the wedding's over,
it comes back.
It comes back to you. So think about that. Maybe if you're gifting, maybe you have a bride that, a bride-to-be that's in your life, or maybe your mom that you don't get to see but once a year on Mother's Day. Give the gift of fragrance. And then every time they take it out again and they spray it on their skin, it takes them back to the moment they walked down the aisle and said, "I do," or the moment that you were having that beautiful family reunion.
I love it.
It's such an amazing power that fragrance
So if
has.
you're just tuning in, you may be looking at the bottle, and we know that Tresor is an iconic fragrance. This is brand new.
Yes.
So it's important for me to continue to restate that, because this is brand new for the visit, and it is Tresor Noir. And it gives you an opportunity to be able to get something that you haven't tried before, but it's also a capsule and a really small limited edition. There's only one more chance to get this later on tonight, and this will not come back. It's so pretty. I really believe that you will love it. I know that here at HSN, we do a very large business in fragrance, and we know that you love a very special fragrance. Try it. That will be the only way for you to be able to get it at home and experience it for yourself. We're offering it on FlexPay for $22 with free shipping and handling. And I love what you said. I think about when I get an invitation, I don't typically wear the same dress.
Right.
Or the same, sometimes I'll wear the same
Maybe
shoes.
the same shoes.
Especially because when they're broken in, they're so nice and comfortable.
Those dancing shoes are really important.
So I may wear the same shoes, but oftentimes I'll doll up and buy myself and treat myself to a new dress or a new pant set. I love the idea of being able to go to special events and also trying something new.
Yeah.
So experience this with us. Come along for the journey. We would absolutely love to send this to you. We all love it, and most importantly, you love it.
I love it. Yes, I love it. I was so lucky. When Lancme developed Tresor, I asked them if I could be part, not of the decision-making, there are so many decisions, but too many questions, but to be part of understanding what it takes to make a perfume. And we came down to 3 different smells, 2 different aroma, and I loved one. And then they say, now we're going to do a marketing research. And I said, now they're going to do marketing research. research. They're going to pick the one that it is the most popular, the most obvious one. And this one, it is so original, is not going to be picked. But it was picked.
Yes.
It was this one. So I was so happy. And I wanted to meet the nose. You know, the nose are these artists that create the perfume. And you don't meet them, you know, generally they work in secret. They just present their result and you do your marketing research. So I wanted to meet Sophie Grossman. And Sophie said, you know, one day I was watching a film on television, Casablanca. That's my mom's film. My mom is Ingrid Bergman. And this perfume came to mind, this ingredient. And then when I realized it, I realized I had an important perfume and I set it aside to give it to a big company. When Lancome came about, they didn't know I was going to be representing it. Isn't that amazing?
It truly is extraordinary.
All the dots came to be connected.
I think it makes it so special, and I love that story. I'm so happy that you were able to share it with us. We are going to be coming back with more Isabella, more Lancome right after this. Stay with us.
With so many places to shop, we wanted to say
that your loyalty doesn't go unnoticed.